Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing so well today. I'm feeling so much lighter today because I decluttered the house. I got rid of all the Christmas stuff. My tree is finally down and I feel like the beginning of the year is definitely when people declutter the most, which also means that the thrift store probably has some really good stuff there. So that is where we're going today. And I know a lot of you guys are probably doing the same thing and just clearing stuff out and you don't want to bring more stuff in. But I think the rule is if you get rid of stuff, you should be able to bring stuff in that actually brings you joy and makes you happy, especially if you're gonna use it for a DIY project. So for me personally, I think my rule is for every 4 things I get rid of, I can bring 1 thing back in. You could totally do whatever works for you, but that is what I'm choosing to do. I already have a box ready to go for the donations, and hopefully while I'm there, I will find some good items to thrift flip. I do have a list of things that I'm looking for at the moment. I have some fun ideas that I want to try out this week, so let's go make it happen. Time to drop this off. Already spotting some good stuff. Look at that. That's cute. Hello. Grabbing a cart today. We came back successful, but I have to say that was probably the busiest I've ever seen the thrift store. I feel like everyone had the same idea as I did, which was to drop off their stuff and then buy new stuff. $25.39 for everything, which I think is really good. I got everything I need for the projects that I want to do, so we came back successful, but I did not find anything super unique. I like to find some special pieces, but I feel like it was just so busy today. We're jumping into the first project, which is an idea that you can do with any lidded item that you find. So this one is just like a plastic container. It looks pretty new to me. I got it for only $1.49. I just wanted to find something with a lid on it so that we can customize the top part. But since this is clear, I think I'm also going to do the bottom. So I'm gonna start with that first and then we'll work on the lid. So while that dries, I'm starting with some air dry clay for the lid. I'm shaping it to make the petals to create an orchid, and please, no one leave a comment about the shape of these. I know they look a bit questionable, but once we put all the pieces together, this is really gonna start to take shape. I'm letting the clay dry for 2 days because I've learned more and more that drying overnight is just not enough time, so I leave myself at least 2 days. That way you know for sure that it's dry. So while we let that sit, I'm gonna work on the base. So I had originally planned to paint my own design, but then I found this napkin in the same exact color scheme of orchids, and I just thought to myself, okay, this is like too perfect. We have to use it. So let's decoupage it on, and this is usually not a color palette that I go for. Like, I really don't have this fuchsia color around the house, so I wanted to kind of tone it down with a darker plum color. And this year, we're gonna dip our toes outside of just green, brown, and yellow. I definitely want to add more color. Like, I'm really gonna try to push myself to go beyond just earthy tones, so you guys are definitely gonna see more of that this year. How is it already the end of the month? I feel like there's still so much that I have to do to get on track for the year. But one thing I know I have down is my nightly routine. So this year I'm basically committing myself to doing at least one sheet mask a week, red light therapy every other day, and I'm making sure that I brush my teeth for the full 2 minutes with my Surrey toothbrush. You guys have probably heard of Surrey before. They are so kindly sponsoring today's video. They are on a mission to transform oral health with everyday essentials purposely designed for life. Okay, so I put my toothbrush back in the box so I can show you guys the packaging because I am a sucker for good packaging. So you open her up and immediately you see the travel case. First off, this electric toothbrush is such an upgrade. Like the first time I used it, I automatically just felt how much cleaner everything was. Can we just talk about how cute this color is? They have a bunch of different colors to choose from. I love this peachy pink color, and also this is just super comfortable to hold in your hand. I've had electric toothbrushes in the past where they're a little bit chunkier, and I am someone who has small hands, so this is perfect. There's a button right here to turn it on. You can hear it going off. So this has a timer, and something I really like about it is that there is a pressure sensor so that you are aware of how hard you're brushing. That way you can build better habits with gentler brushing. This brush head is removable, and what I like about it is that it is plant-based, so it's better for the environment. And what you can do is send this back to Surrey so that they can recycle it, which is amazing. And it also comes with this magnetic mount, so you can just put this on your mirror. That way your countertop stays clear. I honestly cannot recommend this enough, and if you guys want to try it out for yourself, they did give me a 10% off discount code. You can use my code TINALAY at checkout, and that will get you an additional 10% off of their current sales, so definitely check it out. Okay, the base of this is done. Now it is time to do all the details, and I'm actually so nervous about this because I'm scared this is gonna mess it up. So I can either try to make this look super realistic or do more of like a cartoony version. I can't decide what I want to do because I feel like this looks pretty realistic so far. So I'm gonna try my best here. I don't know why I just put so much pressure on myself to make things look good, but I have to remind myself that this is my first time doing it, so I have to give myself a little bit of grace, and I know it's gonna take a couple of tries before we get there, but we are going to do our best, and I have faith that this is gonna turn out good. Sometimes I surprise myself because what do you mean I painted this with my own two hands? Like, I think this looks pretty good, especially for my first time. I'm really happy with this. I love the colors on it, and to make it really pop, I'm actually gonna use some UV resin to make it more durable and also very glossy. So one thing that you can always count on finding at the thrift store are picture frames. I'm always looking for them because, as you guys can tell, I love a good gallery wall. I'm planning on filling up this whole entire wall behind me. And I usually look for larger frames, but for this project, I specifically was looking for some smaller frames because I want to put them on my fridge. So I grabbed a few small frames. These were all $1.50 each, which honestly, you cannot beat. I thought I was gonna have to paint all these frames, but I actually really like these colors, so I'm gonna leave them as is. So instead, I'm actually gonna match them to these ruffle trim pieces that I found. I really love the colors of them. I also got some patterned ones. These are just so fun, so colorful. They add so much whimsy, and it's such an easy way to dress up a frame. For this next project, I had the crazy idea to buy pretty much every single candle that's at the thrift store and melt it all into one big candle. So for whatever reason, all the candles were mixed into the general decor, so there wasn't really a big selection. I bought pretty much every single one that wasn't moldy, so let's count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all of these are like unused. This one smells like soap. I ended up buying these little ones, which are Yankee Candle. They were like $1 each. Juicy watermelon and Waikiki melon. So I feel like that is really gonna throw it off because these are fruity scents. 5, 6, 7, 8. I also got this wood tray, which is gonna hold all of our candles. I feel like this is a good size for the amount that we have. I'm very interested to see how all of these are gonna smell together. I'm gonna start by melting everything down, and I feel like this is gonna take a while. I honestly forgot to get a big bowl while I was there for this project, so I'm just using a roasting pan. So everything in a container I'm gonna put over the stovetop, but if it's naked like these two, I'm going to hand melt them. Is there a trick to undusting your candles? Because I have a lot of dusty candles at home. Let's melt the first one. Oh, where are we going? That smells so good. It smells like a Las Vegas casino. So I actually ended up putting these in the double boiler because it just seemed easier. And then for this one, I am hand melting. I feel like if I put it in the water, it might not be good for this type of container. So I'm just slowly melting this. And then this one I have under my candle warmer. So this is like another one of those containers where it feels like if I put it into the water, all this paint is just gonna melt off. So I just wanna be safe and melt it this way. I kind of felt like a mad scientist melting down all of these candles. And if you guys have seen Safia Nygaard's Franken candle, this is basically my version of it, but with everyone's unwanted candles. I'm actually not sure if combining all of these different candles is going to affect the burn of it, so if you're a candle expert, let me know. I did write down all the notes on all of the candles, and most were musky and woody scents. We also had wool, linen, and lavender, and then we did have those 2 fruity Yankee candles. Those were basically canceled out because all the other scents were a lot stronger, so our candle ended up smelling very woodsy and also fresh. Like it's giving a clean, warm, musky scent, if that's even possible. Almost like the Abercrombie & Fitch smell, but definitely more tame. Can you believe this is all 8 candles? This is how much wax we got. I really like this orangey color. I'm hoping it turns into like a light peach. I'm gonna start by filling up the tray, and then I have these little flower molds that we're gonna use the rest up with. I wish I found a tray that was a little bit deeper, but I'm just gonna work with what we have. Don't do what I did. Do not use a pan because that got very messy very quickly, but it still got done. The wax is already hardening, and the smell coming from this candle actually smells really good. Like I can't really put my finger on what it smells like yet, but I can assure you it is a good smell. I was worried this would smell really funky, but this actually would be like the perfect winter candle. Guys, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like every single week the projects have been getting better and better, especially with these ones from the thrift store. I really could not be happier. These are projects that I definitely can see myself recreating again and again in the future, especially the ruffled frames because I have a ton of the trim left over and those were so easy to make and they look so cute all together. I would love to know your thoughts though, so let me know which project was your favorite down in the comments. Personally, I think I have to give it to this project this week because it really pushed me and challenged me, and I am beyond happy with how this flower came out. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe down below. That is it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay inspired and I will see you in the next one. Bye!